Hey, good morning. This is Vance out of Seattle, Washington. Let me just go ahead and click on my share screen for the charts here. Welcome to a brand new Forex trading week here on a Monday. My kids are out of the country this week visiting family, so I'm going to have more time to spend thinking about the markets and other things. So who knows what will come out of that. I have some news about my training program that I'll share with you at the end of the show. Stick around for that. It actually is going to be pretty interesting. I wanted to also share with you that if you're just joining the show, let me bring up the page here. When you clicked on the video player, this Be Part of the Conversation pops up. Make sure you click on that. And then you can click here to follow me on Twitter, or you can go to forexartofwar.com and actually download some books. Let me see if I've got that right here. When you go to forexartofwar.com, you can get my two most popular books here. One will tell you about why most traders fail and why it really happens. And this other book, The First Battle, will help you build a kind of a foundation if you're brand new. And I email about maybe once a week on that. If you want to know when these shows are happening and what I'm going to be saying, make sure that you click and follow me on Twitter here, and you'll find out like 2, 3, 4 minutes before the show. I usually tweet it out. Okay, so let's get started. In fundamentals, last week we had some big movement when news came out of the U.S. That basically where everybody concluded we might not see interest rates rise quite as early in 2015 as projected. As far as I'm concerned, what you're seeing is just central banks manipulating price through what they say. Keep in mind that also today, it is Monday. Markets don't start off with a big bang usually on Mondays. Usually traders and investors sort of roll in and take their time getting their bearings. There's no planned data release being released this morning that we're watching for. Also, the bond market's closed. Today is Columbus Day here in the U.S. The stock exchange is open, but the banks are closed. Had I picked up on that fact, that the banks were going to be closed, I might have taken today off. But here we are. So, let's take a look at it. Historically, when the banks are closed, we don't see a lot of volatility in Forex trading. And so most people like myself would just take the day off. But here we are, as I said. All right, so let's take a look at price movement right now. First thing let's do is let's take a look at what's been happening, since, go back to the 9th here. We actually zoom out a little bit more. There was a huge move down, followed by a pretty sizable move back up. That's around 253 pips, then followed by another move down about, 3/4 of the way, and then up. And, basically we're starting to kind of form into a little wedge here. And you can see my supply line here at the top. The supply line is created using Thomas DeMark's TD points. I have modified those rules a little bit, but it's primarily TD points. But you can see that this line right here will mark kind of the dividing line between the buyers and the sellers. Also key level 2694, that's not far from 2700. Victor had put 2700 on his chart in pre-London analysis. I think that's a good number. Basically, we got to get through 2700 and have a move, a strong move out of there to consider a trade. On the bottom side, it's 126.53. So what is that range right now? That range is about 43 pips. Price honestly might be content to just stay in there all day until the European Open, quite a while from now, about what would that be, 14, 16 hours from now. So we'll see. But if we do, for whatever reason, get a move above here, we'll look for a trade. If we get a move below here, we'll look for one. And then keep in mind that you're going to run into some buy orders right around in this area. So if you do find a trade right in here, try to get in and out before it hits that level. Okay. All right. So let's move over to the pound. Again, just kind of zooming out. Similar kind of story. The dollar's been moving the market, so the euro and the pound will look very similar. They look almost identical in terms of what we're seeing here today and yesterday. Range at the top is 61.22. That's the key level on the top side. And then we've got actually a supply and demand line defined here. We've got a demand line on the bottom, and you'll see price struggle in this area. And then on the bottom side, that's really easy. It's right there. So 160.75. And then just like that euro, when and if this does break below here, look for some buy orders right in this area. So if you can, and you certainly could, get in and out before it hits that level. You know, I don't really have a lot to add, so I'm not going to keep you hanging here, but I do have something else I want to tell you guys about. It's been a couple of months since we opened up our training to new members. We're going to be opening to a limited number of members over the next 2 weeks. So to our members who are currently in our program, who are listening this week, you can refer the people that you know. So if you know someone interested, you can refer them. And I'll be talking about that on the live trading room this morning. If you don't know a member, be sure to write to me, Vance at forexartofwar.com. There's lots of ways to contact me and the people who work with me. Just send a note and say, hey, I'm interested in learning more. And we'll make sure that you're all up to speed before we open next Monday for a few days. Okay, so again, just bringing up that on my screen, if you want to see the shows, make sure you click on that link, Forex Art of War at Twitter, to find out. Look at it. Doesn't that look cool? Goes into infinity. I'm showing you the actual console instead of the page. Anyway, I know we didn't have that much this morning, but it's looking to me like the pound's going to try to make a bit of a move here, but we'll see. Members, we'll see you guys in about 1 hour when the stock exchange opens to get together in our live trading room. And remember, I'm gonna tell you guys some stuff that I'm probably not gonna release until tomorrow. So I'll see you guys there. Have a great day, everyone, and cheers.